The age-old saying, just wait till you're older, is applied to everything. If you meet your future partner, if you have kids, the career you're going to have, the hardships of being an adult, and the older you get, the more you romanticize adulthood because it's the escape from education and uncontrollable life and the hormonal changes you're experiencing all day, every day. You feel ready to be on your own, make your own decisions for your own life, and meet friends like you see in the 90s sitcoms. You have this awe-inspiring future in front of you that is unpredictable and completely foreign, but it's full of possibilities. You could wake up one morning and decide to move to a completely different country. You could walk into a coffee shop and meet the love of your life. You could get your desired degree and change the world. But what they don't tell you is this. At 25 or 50 or 85, no one knows what the hell they're doing. Whether you're moving away from home, going to college with all your friends, starting over somewhere new, or staying right where you are. Making long-lasting friends feels nearly impossible the older you get. As you grow and experience more life, you change. It's inevitable. The difference between 18, 19, and 20-year-old you is exponential. The difference between 18-year-old you and 25-year-old you is inconceivable. You're constantly changing your mind, you're constantly floating from job to job or living one situation to another, and that makes fostering relationships hard. While you go from seeing the same person every day at school to seeing the same person every day at work, the reluctant bonds formed out of necessity in school are not the same in the workforce. The difference in life circumstances can form or break relationships. Someone who takes their child to playdates on the weekend is leading a different life than someone partying every Friday and Saturday. Someone who is pursuing higher education lives differently than someone who enters the workforce right away. And the older you get, the more life settles around you, the harder it feels to connect to others. Whether you feel social media has improved or worsened our lives collectively, it is our source of connection to others. You meet partners, friends, and family through a phone screen. You maintain daily conversations and make heartfelt connections, but that doesn't feel the same as having a friend right down the road, does it? And aside from the barren landscape that is friendship, romantic relationships are considered the cornerstone of adult life. Every child is told there's someone out there for them, love is prevalent in every form of media, and life isn't complete without a romantic relationship. Now, I can't attest to the current dating scene because I've been with my partner since I was 18, but romantic relationships change drastically. When life no longer becomes a dream, but something you're currently living, your mind and values change. Despite our minds changing on a daily basis until we die, our early 20s changes drastically and continuously. Everybody's at a different place with themselves and their lives, with their willingness to commit to others or not, and navigating those growing pains is hard. Finding someone who can meet you where you are and vice versa is an effort. What they don't tell you about getting that fairy tale ending, that happily ever after, is the internal work. The maturing that life forces into all of us. When you're a child, you can't conceive of bad days. The idea that things won't work out how you want them to isn't a factor in your plans. If you're raised in a very heteronormative way, you will meet your life partner, you'll have kids, you'll have a long-lasting and profitable career, you'll have the perfect storybook relationship, you'll travel the world and die in your sleep painlessly. The concept of death is so foreign, the word is almost meaningless. Graduating school is the end goal. But once you walk off that stage, you're suddenly traveling a path with no signs and no tour guide. You're faced with the vastness of your future and the realization that bills come due and Paris is further away than you thought. After a rocky couple of years, maybe at 25, you find a stable, for now, job, you have a relatively stable relationship or you don't, and you settle into your, for now, life. Months and then maybe a couple of years pass and you realize that your life doesn't look like they said it should. You're not traveling all the time, you're not partying, and you're not boundlessly happy. You don't own a home, and sometimes you're barely scraping by. You check social media too much, you pay your bills late, and sometimes you don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes you wake up, go to work, eat cereal for dinner, and fall asleep with the TV on, then wake up and do it again. And the final thing that they don't tell you is the difference between that life and the life of the hypothetical rich person eating caviar in their yachts is no one is telling you that your life is aspirational. Your impact on the world doesn't have to be curing cancer, breaking records, or becoming famous. You don't have to see the Aurora Borealis or the Eiffel Tower to have a fulfilling life. You don't have to have kids or a long-term relationship. You don't have to own a home, live in a big city, or have a lot of land. Life is full of the little moments, the people that make you smile from having you in their life, the hearts that are touched by your presence, the warmth that is felt by your existence. The dogs happy from your pets, the plants thriving under your green thumb, or the house spider that's thankful you left your door open a little too long and let a bug in. Sometimes, a lot of the time, life is about living. It's about doing your best, making it through, and not leaving the world worse off than when you came.